Good morning, students. Today we will start a new chapter, that is chapter 7, and that is poem Great White Beautiful Wonderful World. Okay, now see. In this poem, the poet describes the beauty of nature in detail. Read the poem to know more. Great, wide, beautiful, wonderful world with the wonderful water round you curled. Now, here the poet describes the beauty of nature. He says that the world is so wonderful, it is so great and big. He says or describes that how the wonderful oceans and the land are placed over the vast world, or the blue water curled round the earth surface, and the wonderful grass upon your breast. World, you are beautifully dressed. Now, it the green grass cover the earth's surface. It seems that the earth or the world is beautifully dressed by water and the grass. The wonderful air is over me, and the wonderful wind is shaking the tree. Now, here in these lines, the poet talks about air. Air is around us, wind is here, and that is in motion. Me, here is poet, and the poet enjoys himself when the air passes him. He calling the air wonderful. Now, due to wind, the tree is shaking and the leaves are moving. It walks on the water and reels the mills and talks to itself on the tops of the hills. Now, in these lines, the poet speaks about the wonderful winds that creates small waves when it gently passes over the water. It moves around the mills with its power. It appears to talks itself on the top of the hills. When it reaches the hill top, means it gently breezes over the top of the hills or the mountains. Your friendly earth, how far do you go, with the wheat fields that nod and the rivers that flow, with cities and gardens and cliffs and isles, and people upon you for thousands of miles. Now, here the poet calls the earth friendly. He wonders how far the earth goes with the wheat fields that spread around and the rivers that keep flowing long. The wheat plants that moves back and forth, and the wheat appears to be nodding. It says that the earth is huge. The poet calls the earth friendly earth, and it supports life by holding many things on it, like cities, gardens, rocks. Okay, cliffs means large rocks or mountains. Rocks or mountains, and islands. Isles means islands, and people who live across thousands of miles. Ah, you are so great, and I am so small. I tremble to think of you, world at all. Now, here the poet changes its mood and says that here the poet compare himself with the wide world and feels extremely small in front of the earth. And yet, when I said my prayers today, a whisper inside me seemed to say, now he offers his prayers to God, which make him calm down. Soon he realizes and finds best in him. His inner voice speaks to him in soft tone. You are more than the earth, though you are such a dot. You can love and think, and the earth cannot. Now, the speaker in a voice tells him that he too has qualities which make him special. He understands, however the earth vast or beautiful might be, the earth cannot have the emotions and the feelings like a human being. The speaker realizes that the love and think makes the man superior. Now, this poem is written by William Brighty Rands.